Hello everyone, it's been a while. My MacBook Pro has died, so I haven't edited or filmed that many videos, but during the time I've been off, I did do some reading and got some comics from my local comic book shop with Batman 1989 and Superman 78. So today I'm going to do a different type of video and bring you my thoughts on these two first issues from Superman 78 and Batman 89. Feel free to follow me at Fred Film Fanatic on Instagram. And yeah, be sure to comment down your thoughts on Batman 89 or Superman 78 down in the comments below. So starting with Batman 89 issue 1, I got two different covers. One was a variant with Billy Dee Williams as Harvey Dent, which is pretty cool for any fans of the 89 Batman. And then there is a basic cover. I love it. It's like the opening of the Tim Burton movie. And I do wonder if both Batman and Superman are going to lead into the Flash movie. That being said, it's called Batman 89, but it does not negate Batman Returns. Matter of fact, it's a sequel. Think of this as like the alternate Batman Forever. This one has Batman in it. I love it. I love it. Although his eyes are the white comic book suit eyes. It's not like the regular eyes drawn in the movie adaptations back in the late 80s, early 90s with Michael Keaton. I do love seeing Billy Dee Williams as Harvey Dent. He's dating Barbara Gordon, who's a fellow GCPD officer, but is still the commissioner's daughter, so it's a very different incarnation than the Batman anthology. I also love that the story is written by Sam Hamm, who's the screenwriter of the original Batman, and also wrote the story for Batman Returns. I love what he does here. It has that same vibe, but it's also cool seeing Harvey Dent be fleshed out more as a character, especially with Billy Dee Williams' incarnation. And we already get to see some hints of foreshadowing to the Two-Face character early on. Meanwhile, I love how like Michael Gough, Pat Hingle, Michael Keaton's likenesses are used for Bruce Wayne, Alfred, and Commissioner Gordon, but they kind of add a little bit more of a comic book look. Like Commissioner Gordon kind of is starting to look more like the comic book Commissioner Gordon, even though it's Pat Hingle, and then Alfred has a mustache, but it's still definitely Michael Gough. So I find that cool how they put like the comic book twist onto the Tim Burton universe. Overall, it's nice seeing the black and yellow emblem suit with the long ears again. This is a Batman I grew up with. And Batman is considered to be an outlaw by Harvey Dent. He wants to basically get rid of the Batman. He blames Batman for a lot of Gotham City's problems, the rise of villains, and we get to see different street gangs dress up. You know, one of the guys, it's kind of a mix between Prince from the Party Man music video and like the Jokers from Batman Beyond. It definitely has that vibe. And I love it because he actually asked Bruce Wayne's help and taking down the Batman, but he doesn't know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. So that's an interesting conflict seeing the character go through in issue 1. Overall, this is just the start of the story. This is a 6-part miniseries, much like Superman 78, and I like the story. I love the way it looks. This is a terrific comic, and I cannot wait to see what happens in future issues and where it ties into not only the Tim Burton universe, but possibly the Flash film coming out next year. Yeah, I love the Halloween vibe of this, and then we have like the Jokers type of gang or Prince from Party Man. Again, we get to see Harvey Dent. The artwork is beautiful in this. And then Batman definitely has more of his comic book look with the eyes. But I absolutely adore the artwork in this comic. And he's a bit older and looks just a tad different, but you can see likenesses to Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne or Michael Gough's Alfred. Again here, this is Pat Hingle's Commissioner Gordon. You can kind of see him looking just a tad bit more like the comic book one while still having that Pat Hingle likeness. I also love here the introduction of Robin, who of course was going to be played by Marlon Wayans in an earlier version of Batman 3, so I like to see this. I love that Robin and Batman are working, being vigilantes at the same time. I've always wanted them to do that, and they finally have done in this comic. Now, for Superman, 78 is a brilliant continuation of the Donner Christopher Reeve universe. I mean, they even use Margot Kidder's likeness, Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman's Lex, but this time they add Brainiac, who was considered being used in Superman 3 but was never used, so I find that kind of cool. They managed to have the heart and style of the Donner films, but then they mix some of the comic bookness of Superman from the DC Comics with Brainiac, and I absolutely love it. Again, Using the likenesses and having that certain tone makes it feel connected to the previous films and makes it feel like a proper continuation. I guess you could say this could be before Superman Returns if you count that, but pretty much you just need to know Superman, Superman 2 Donner Cut, and this was 78. So it's definitely a continuation. Again, like the Batman, it is 6 issues, and I'm wondering if it's going to tie into the Flash movie next year. Overall, I love the setup. I love seeing Marlon Brando's Jor-El, seeing Krypton from the beginning of Superman the movie, but then having like Brainiac witness that event, and then having Brainiac or one of his robots find Superman and the world of Earth, and that setup for that conflict. I also love seeing Clark Kent. He still has many lessons of humility, and he needs some confidence, especially with Perry White. I love the lines him and Clark Kent have in this. I love seeing Lois. There's some great stuff in this, and when Superman does suit up and goes against one of the robots, it's just amazing, pure Donner style. This is your Superman. This is Americana, true justice in the American way in all its glory. Here is a touching tribute to the late, great Richard Donner, who made us believe a man can fly. I love the flashbacks to Superman the movie, but again, it adds Brainiac's perspective. And they've done a great job at recreating the chemistry between Lois and Clark and kind of like the tone of the Donnerverse. But I love the introduction of Superman. It gives you the feeling you had when you watched Superman the movie and see him for the first time. Even down to the personality of Superman. And it definitely sets up the future threat for Brainiac. Overall, these are two phenomenal issues that I highly recommend reading for any Superman or Batman fan, and definitely any fans of the Donner films or Tim Burton films. Do yourself a favor, check them out. And also during this time, I know it's not safe and times are hectic, money's short, but during times of COVID, if you can stay safe, feel free to support your local comic book stores, your local stores in general, all the mom and pop stores. Feel free to support them during this time, and you will not regret it. These are amazing. I cannot wait for the next 5 months reading what happens in both of these stories. So again, those are just my quick thoughts. It might be a while till I post another video, so feel free down in the comments below. Did you end up picking up these issues? Let me know your thoughts on these 2 heroes and 2 stories down in the comments below. Feel free again to follow me on Instagram at FredFilmFanatic. Be sure to subscribe for more videos and check out these other videos for more content. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy out there. May God bless you all. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to be PC hunting, maybe Mac hunting, I don't know. But it's going to be a while. So bear with me. Thank you for sticking around. Till next time, everyone.